It started with a notification. At exactly 2:17 in the morning, my phone vibrated beside my bed. I opened my eyes and looked at the screen. The message came from my own number. At first, I thought it was a bug. Maybe a delayed text. Maybe a glitch. But when I opened it, my blood ran cold. The message said, "Do not leave your apartment tomorrow." I stared at it for several seconds. The sender was me. My own phone number. My own profile picture. Everything. I tried calling the number immediately. The call connected. But nobody answered. All I could hear was breathing. Slow. Heavy. Almost nervous. Then the call disconnected. I didn't sleep much that night. The next morning, I convinced myself it was some kind of prank. A technical error. Nothing more. Around noon, my best friend Daniel called and asked if I wanted to meet him downtown. For a moment, I remembered the message. Do not leave your apartment tomorrow. I almost refused. But then I laughed. What was I doing? Letting a strange text message control my life? So I grabbed my keys and left. 3 blocks from my apartment, traffic suddenly stopped. People began screaming. A delivery truck had lost control and crashed directly into a crowded bus stop. The accident happened less than 30 seconds before I arrived. If I had left my apartment slightly earlier, I would have been standing there, exactly where the truck hit. That night, another message arrived, again from my own number. This one said, "Now do you believe me?" My hands started shaking. I replied instantly, "Who are you?" The answer appeared almost immediately. "I am you." I stared at the screen. Every instinct told me this was impossible. Yet part of me already knew. The accident, the timing, the warning. Whoever was sending these messages knew things before they happened. The next few days became a nightmare. Every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., another message arrived. Each one contained a warning, a road to avoid, a place not to visit, a person not to trust. And every single warning turned out to be correct. I started relying on them, trusting them, depending on them. My life became safer, better, more successful. Whenever I faced a decision, I waited for the next message. Months passed. Then, one night, everything changed. The message simply said, "Do not open the door tomorrow at 8:43 p.m. That was all. No explanation, no details, nothing. The following evening, I sat in silence, watching the clock. 8:40 p.m., 8:41, 8:42. Then came a knock. 3 slow knocks. My heart was pounding. Whoever was outside could wait. I wasn't opening that door. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. For several seconds, there was only silence. Then a familiar voice spoke. My voice. Exactly my voice. Not similar. Not close. Identical. The voice sounded exhausted, terrified. And older. It said, "Don't open the door." I whispered, "Who are you?" The voice replied, "I'm you, 10 years from now." I couldn't speak. The voice continued, "Everything started with the messages, didn't it?" I felt sick. How could he know that? Then he answered before I even asked, "Because I'm the one sending them." Every hair on my body stood up. I wanted to hang up, but I couldn't. The voice sounded desperate, as if he had spent years trying to reach me. "Listen carefully," he said. "The person outside your door isn't dangerous." I frowned. What? The messages lied. I looked at the phone. My future self continued. "They weren't sent to save you. They were sent to control you." I felt my chest tighten. Who sent them then? There was a long pause. The answer finally came. You did. The room became silent. I couldn't understand. Then the voice explained. Years in the future, I would discover a way to send messages back through time. At first, I used them to help myself, to avoid mistakes, to become richer, safer, more successful. But each message changed something. Each warning altered events. Small changes became larger ones. Larger changes became disasters. And eventually, the future became something terrible. The older version of me had spent years trying to stop it, trying to undo the damage, trying to warn me. Then, there was another knock at the door. This time, louder. My future self shouted, "Open the door!" I froze. But the messages said, "I know what they said." His voice cracked. "That's why you must open it." My heart was racing. Slowly, I walked toward the door. The knocking stopped. The apartment was silent. I grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and opened it. Nobody was there. Just a small cardboard box. On top was a note. My name, written in my own handwriting. With trembling hands, I opened the box. Inside was an old phone. The screen turned on by itself. One unread message from my number. The message said, "Welcome to the beginning." Then I noticed something. The phone wasn't receiving messages. It was sending them. The sent folder was full. Thousands of messages. Every warning, every prediction, every text I had ever received. And at the top of the screen was a date. 10 years in the future. The phone belonged to me. Suddenly, the call disconnected. I tried calling back. Nothing. The number no longer existed. To this day, I still have that phone. And every year, more messages appear in the sent folder. Messages I haven't written yet. Messages that somehow already exist. The worst part? Last night, a new message appeared. One I had never seen before. It contained only 6 words. Do not finish reading this story.